It's not to dragging anybody till they kneel. You gon' feel the burn so bad that your magic won't even heal. Pull the metal out, man, you cannot be for real. Got a fireball for anyone thinking they got balls of steel. Did you get that? I just say some lightning, then you get zapped. Mages wanna carry me, but I'm already sick. See the fist of flame, trust that you don't want the impact. Hear my fire dragon war, now you call it lit rap. I don't care, I'll burn your house down till it disappeared. Open up the door and say, damn, is it hot in here or is it just me? Unafraid of enemies, but I would never go near Urza when she's on a murder spree. Nose a guild or get shoulder with the logo. Colder than it coming from Grey, that's my bro mo. Lucy by my side, unlocking my full power, call it Dragon Force. Couldn't even keep up with me solo.
Yeah, you might think I'm barely on the scene, but everybody knows who's carrying the team. I've been ferrying that their embarrassment upon my wings, and if you're dragging it out of me, then I'm most scary that I've seen. Call me furry tail, call me blue, I ain't the worst off. Call me anytime if you a cutie and you're first off. Take it to your first stop, take your shirts off. If you got some vertigo, then try to curb it when the earth rocks. I can be a devil of your aircraft, I'm a blue angel with no airbags. That's the fair fact, show me where the flare's at. I can get you there fast, only time I take a seat is when I beat a chair's ass. It's the Chris, it's the kitty shit that I've been doing. I really hate to break it to you, but you might be stupid. Or let me like without pussy in the posse. Like another pause I need, so don't pause me.
Dreams that I was chasing, got what I wanted, no complaining. Yeah, I chose this, I'm devoted. Gonna show them that I'm more than just a pretty face. Just let me whip them into shape. Keys on my hip, you can't escape. No, I won't blow it, I won't blow it. Key to your heart ain't the only one I'm holding. Got it locked down, yeah, this gate's about to open. Hope you're ready, cause my spirit's going all in. About to leave you broken, might have your heart stolen. Cause I'm fucking adorable, mage in disguise. But I can do more than just wind up the guys. Got powerful friends with a turn of a key, they'll be by my side.
When they tried to bring heat to a beast that was stronger, you lack speed when I freeze, you're a goner. They tried to beat me, but they flee, couldn't bother. Cause I'm a monster with little bit to no honor. I slaughter and I'm down, but I'm still in. I could be a villain, always tend to do things I almost never be willing. Don't mean to come across so cold, see I was different. You lost a couple of friends while I lost my entire village. Fight me, but stay cautious. When I unleash, leave the whole room frosted. And when they've got me, don't believe that we've lost it. They see I'm not weak, nah, they cannot stop us, and that's a promise. Couldn't interrupt as much as they want to. Never gonna give it, even if I know I got to. Cause they will know I'm in it to be winning this a lot. And I'll be fixing the name Team Grey, fuck not to.
Phantom Lord upgrade, now a fairy tale. And if you're looking at my grave, you'll be reading braille. Yandere, what I make, I don't need bail. Feelings ain't fake, moving up the power scale. Part of me missing, I'm living in a cloud burst. Sacrificing all I got, cause I'm putting in first. Putting in work, giving into my thirst. Turn a drip to a slice of it, just gon' hurt. Unison raid, we taking out the fakes. Riding shotgun, take cover, take game. No shame for these majors I wanna play. You better think twice before speaking on my name. If I'm acting up, give me the punishment. And now you're done to fuck, cause I'ma keep it wet. Baby, grab the cups, I can be a pet. And I'll be the most loyal girl you ever met.
You coming at the guild, little nigga, that's a death wish. You don't want a box, cause these squares will get checked quick. Iron Dragon lands give us the same setting when I make you bite the steel and fire in your belly. Ass bro, bent over, ass whooped in a battle. Take me 50 shades of grey to be stuck in anyone's shadow. My power's a colossus, dude, and your firepower lacking. When they meet the metal dragon, now these niggas metal dragon. The steel make y'all stop, ain't we're dying, y'all. I'll leave they jaw drop when it's cracked with iron bars. But when you ride out, beware the cab you in. Metallic all black with the shadow trim. Iron explode on a god, now you praying to a phantom lord. When the shrapnel leave him twisted like Iron Dragon roar. Ask Levy what it do with the iron rod. This fairy tale, don't fuck with the squad.
They be acting up, watch me shift the mode and make the battle tough. You moving like Hinata, but that shit ain't even rattle us. Master with the metal, I cast it into your temple. Then I send over your body like what, have you had enough? Next time, pick someone that is your own size. Treat you like the guild, you see points when the bird flies. Bitch, I be a specialist, I can do this with closed eyes. Flick of the wrist, let you know when it's showtime. Wait, hold up. What do you stand for? This metal got extendos like the way that I transform. They only seen red when I whip out the damn sword. No matter where you go, for the green I'ma crash. They ask me what my weapon do is send you to your funeral. If I pull the metal, I'll turn the shit to a musical. Leave you boxed up like you worked at a cubicle. Cash in the quest, you know the usual.
Levy's turn, I got a wave with words. Power up a storm, make a levy burst. So don't get me stirred. A girl that goes off if you let her. With the weather in my letters, make a deadly surge. Yeah, you don't get it, let me spell it out for you. Magic with the pen and my reading scale force to soar through. So just give me the signal, I'll be there with a whole list full of runes simple. Got a good heart and you know I'm book smart. Only like a G'll hit it cause he always looks sharp. Walking dictionary, my vocabulary's off chart. Strong language, lines bite like dog barks. Flip the script and you'll be ripped to bits. You gon' miss this, I'm mystic with glyphs I spit. Translator with the different ancient scriptures. Spray 1,000 words and I'll paint a picture.
I got small fists and I use them to fight. Shy with a twist to assist with what's right. Support magic's packing a punch in the grind. Games and change drastic with moves from the sky. Deep breath, taste the air, I know when it'll pour. Brain and claw down on you, our guild is more. I can be kind in a class and seem tiny until I'm unleashing the sky dragon's roar. Body swap like it's nothing. 12-year-old, I'ma be something. fewer hits on me and I'll back her burst.
Cat got your tongue. Looking for who makes you happy, then I'm not the one. If you need it to be snappy, then I got it done. Cute as small, but I'm scrappy, you can spot it, hun. Transformational powers, I do as I please. You're barely a challenge, your crew is in need. I know your next move, take the chance you complete. I bow at my feet as I strive and exceed. I am not a child, you won't like it if I'm riled. Not too excited, I be mild. But in a battle, I get wild. Cause I am on the prowl, that is how I style. Don't ask to show a smile. Need some tea, I want it, yeah.
If you smell what I'm cooking, don't you step to my clan. Everybody knows that I'm the most electrifying man. The people's champion, bringing power throughout the land. That'll lay this macadamia for all of you candy yams. And Avenger, you getting what you asking for. Mjolnir, why a peasant trying to match with Thor? When I up orbs, there won't be a back and forth. Cause everybody catches static with my dragon roar. Anything that you can do, I can do effortless. I could be the #1 man in your regiment. All of your kings you serve can get dethroned. They are clone of my shadow like Mephiles. Come and take a step into my thunder palace. I will be the one to truly let you win. If we hopping in the battle, let's rock and roll. But I'm sure that you know that the best will win.
Stepping up to me, get a taste of the gill. Victory is too sweet, now I'm hungry for real. Now you mess with my team, know we come with a deal. You're looking quite windy, cause I brought out a meal. Look, I got my babies with me, they woke up and chose violence. Can't help it, cause a monster soul is inside of them. Every tell the truth, the ops, you can lie with them. Boy, I'm drinking heavy, don't you know I'm too fly for them? Yeah, I'm too fly with it, put them to the sky with it. Try to ride the waves so they dive in it. Time to take the tide as he rides with it. Try to take control like we fine with it. Look into my iris, look at who you fighting. Now you can't see me, cause now they frightened. A big show, no way you can't beat me. They look excited, crumble or I fire a big beam. White shocking mask off, it's always a big scene.
Heyo, hello, Fantastics. It's Mr.Clintastik here with my buddy Uncle Plague. How you doing today?
What's good, man? I'm doing well. Happy to be back in my hometown.
Hey, for sure, for sure. Ready to jump into some Final Fantasy?
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. I've been loving watching some of the content while I was out, so I'm ready to see how you do. Let's get it.
Hey, for sure. Okay. I'll do a quick draft. For those who don't know, I prefer the quick draft, so I'm not rushed to make my picks. I can kind of make a longer assessment. But I'm more than willing to do premier drafts and whatnot for those who request it. All right. I also use Untapped GG for some of the card assessments, and that system gives you two rows. You have your Channel Fireball and you have your Untapped GG. So I keep those in mind. But like Samaj yesterday, I went with Clive. Clive was rated really highly by the system as a 6-mana 5/5 that allows you to discard your hand and draw cards equal to the red mana you have on the battlefield, and you can pay 6 and flip him to fight a creature, and then I think add mana or something like that. Long story short, you know how I like to do the pick or passes. The other card in the pack was the 1 mana the 1 mana burn spell that for 1 mana it can do 2 damage.
Thunder magic. Yeah, I was watching. Yeah, I was watching that.
Now, in hindsight, even though Clive is very strong, I would have went back and I would have picked the Thunder Magic. I thought Thunder Magic played way better and way more consistent in more scenarios than Clive got to showcase it all. What are your thoughts on that?
I can still see the high, I guess you could say, rating for Clive just based off what he can do. But I also agree that a big part of like playing these games is like understanding the play style that you can adapt to and play best.
Right.
And truly, even when I was watching, though I wasn't, talking anything, I was like, Clive just does not seem like it's in your wheelhouse.
Nope. I mean, he's a cool card. For me to have played him more effectively, I think I needed to be in a like a dedicated red-green deck where I can kind of play out spill my stuff onto the battlefield, empty my hand, or maybe a low mana cost red-blue deck or something like that. But to have him as my turn 6 play to ETB and just be drawing cards, potentially, it didn't hit like that for me. Versus Fire Magic, where instant speed, pretty much wipe anything in the game away. So I just was curious about what you thought about that before we got started. So someone pulled this at the MagicCon Vegas, and I think it was like the special art one or whatever. $400, 4 $100 bills on the table. Here you go. Goodbye, sir. That is so cool to me. Like the value of Magic's going crazy right now. Sephiroth Fabled Soldier is a 3 mana. When it enters or attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, draw a card. Whenever another creature dies, target opponent loses 1 life. You gain 1 life. If this is the 4th time this ability has resolved, transform Sephiroth into a 5/5 flying supernova. As this creature transforms into Sephiroth's 1-winged angel, you get an emblem with whenever a creature dies, target opponent loses 1 life. You gain 1 life. Whenever Sephiroth attacks, you may sacrifice any number of creatures. If you do, draw that many cards. That's nasty. Bro, this pack is nasty. We got Sephiroth here. We got Noctis. 3 color. I'm not going to go this route. Lifelink 4/3. You may cast artifact spells from your graveyard by paying 3 life. In addition to paying their other costs, if you cast a spell this way, that artifact enters with a finality counter on it. Noctis, Prince of Lucius. We got Ultros. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, if at least 4 mana was casted, spend it, tap target creature an opponent controls, and put a stun counter on it. Whenever you cast a non-creature, if at least 8 mana was spent to cast it, put 8 1/1 counters on Ultros. Okay. Gaius. I gotta lean towards Gaius. Each player sacrifices a creature token of their choice. Each player sacrifices a non-token creature of their choice. Each player sacrifices an enchantment of their choice. Coco comment. Red X. Deal X damage to any target. That's something that I like. Because you can, oh, it's the end of the game. We've been dirtling this whole game. You're at 8 life. I got 10 mana. Goodbye. Really good. Suplex, fight on. So my immediate likes, Suplex is just an easy 2 mana, 3 damage to target creature, exile. I lean heavy that direction. I also like Sephiroth. But you know I don't like sacrificing my own creatures.
I don't think you'll get Sephiroth off in a limited format like that. Cool card. Just don't think he'll get off, especially not in a valuable way. So your options here are between the two uncommons and the 2 combat spells.
Okay, so I like cards like Gaius here because if you're able to recur them, you're getting mad value. It's not Ravenous Chupacabra by any means, which was a great 4 mana ETB destroy target creature, but it is a solid ETB. Maybe get rid of something that wasn't so easy to get rid of before. So I do like it. But as I mentioned, Suplex, fight, all 4 of these spells I think are pretty good.
Why not go ahead and grab Choco Comet since the other 2 are more likely to show up at some point? More likely. Not saying they will show up, just more likely. The Choco Comet is not so likely.
I thought Fight On was the negative spell. That's not even on the table no more. Honestly, bro, I'm really leaning towards, these are so expensive to do and their setups. Whereas Suplex, it's kind of like the conundrum I had with the Lightning Magic yesterday. This card's just good. Doesn't need any special condition, anything like that. It's just 2 mana, boom, burned away. You had Ultros, boom, it's gone. You have this guy, cool, I don't have a creature on board, I'm just waiting to kill this guy. This right here, I could end up playing it for 3 mana. I do 1 point of damage to a creature. Best case scenario, one of
2/2 bird.
Yeah, one of the better case scenarios, I burn off a 1/1 and I get a 2/2 bird. Whereas Suplex and just get rid of something 2 mana.
I feel.
I'm gonna go there. I want to go for cheap and efficient. There's a Thunder Magic to follow up with, although I do know both of these cards are great directions into red green. Riddy is great. Gladius is great.
Yeah, I really liked Gladius the last time. I'm pretty sure I watched you pick him at some point. I like Gladius
He's
a lot.
really he's good, but I'm gonna take my lesson from yesterday. I'm gonna go for these just easy picks here. Uh,
Mm.
Shantoto Tactician Magician played really well yesterday. Um, just a 3 mana. If you play something 4 or greater, you give that power. We'll give that to this in power, and you draw a card. I don't like that it's non-evasive. I don't like that when you're not playing a spell, it's still 0/4, so it doesn't block well. Flying Death Touch, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, deal 2 damage to each opponent. I like that a lot.
That's number 3. I'm actually thinking about building a commander deck with him.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. Honestly, I'm low-key leaning toward Dragoon's Wyvern. I think I overlooked this card too much, and a lot of cards like this, which is essentially 2 creatures on 1 card.
I can see it, but why not grab the old girl if you with that being a common? Why not grab old girl
Which one?
and hope the 3-drop red blues if you're already thinking about pushing into blue, right?
Because
I
I'd
do
rather
think
straight up have the evasion. To be honest, I'd rather run this out as like I have an attacker and a blocker at one time on turn 3 instead of running this out and setting up.
I think that's not even just without it being a setup. That's an effective ground blocker with a big body that gets pumped for doing what your deck is seemingly about to do anyway with the start off double instant spell, non-creature spell type deal. Gets pumped for it and has potential to draw you a card. I'm not saying that the evasion's not nice, but of the 2 cards, I think that like priority wise, I'm like, all right, cool. I will go ahead and grab this because I know that at some point I'll see the bird again.
It doesn't come around, bro. This thing doesn't come around. This Drake. This is non-evasive. Like I just played it yesterday. It's non-evasive, and when you get to, it's a good blocker to a degree. It doesn't have a single point of damage on its own. You have to set up with it. That was my thing yesterday. I'm not trying to set up. I'm just trying to play good, efficient cards that just do the thing. And this 3 mana makes 2 bodies, a 2/1 flyer, and a 1/1 attacker, blocker, whatever I need to do. For me, it just gives me more value on the front end versus this gives me value on the back end.
I feel you.
Both offer value, but I wouldn't, and I could be wrong. We wouldn't know until we actually ran the draft to see if this came around. But I don't think this would come around. I personally think this would come around faster because it's 2 colors. Like these guys have been whooping my tail. Bro, some of the art, oh my gosh. They did a good job.
So nice. So nasty.
Bro, they did a great job. I think I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna just grab a Dragoon's Wyvern. I think a red-green deck was somewhere here. Seeing Town Greeter and whatnot, seeing Rydia and Gladius and all that, but we're gonna go towards like just red, blue, evasive value. So with those 2 cards alone, we just got 4 bodies. It's 6 mana, so I'm not complaining about that. Sahagin's been playing really well. You spend 4 mana on it, you put a counter on it, it can't be blocked. So I played this yesterday. draw 3 cards, discard 2 cards. It's not bad, but in a lot of cases, I don't be wanting to discard my cards. But for 4 mana to have the option to draw 3, what are your thoughts? We got side quest card collection or Dreams of Laguna.
I know it's Prevail one just drawing a
Oh,
singular card.
hold on, you're kind of low. I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. I know it's kind of like Surveil one and then draw a card, which is what you would, I guess you would say just I mean, it just seems like really max value though. It's like scry one draw. Like,
Right.
obviously, if you don't want to scry, you throw it in the graveyard instead. But yeah,
It's cheap and efficient. Retrieve the Esper played really well yesterday. Create a 3/3 robot. If you flash it back for 6, that 3/3 becomes a 5/5. That played really well. Went great with Sahagin. But here we have a 2/2 haste. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, if at least 4 mana was spent to cast it, create a treasure totem.
card is more likely to show up than the Prompto argument. So I would go Prompto. I like
Right.
the 4 mana for their Esper card, but I feel like it'll show up. If not again and within this first round, again within the next 2 packs.
Yep, and I think with what we have, we are gonna try to be aggressive. There's Summon Ifrit, which is low-key kind of a ramp when it gets to chapters 3 and 4. And then there's Sage Nolith. It creates a 1/1, and whenever the creature attacks, untap target attacking creature.
It also makes the creature a cleric in addition to its other types. I mean, I can see it.
I can see it too, actually, because if we have flyers going on, all of the equipment spells are going to be a little more tempting.
What's that instant spell do? I'm just not sure what it does.
Discard a card, draw 2 cards, and it also has flashback.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it. But I'm going to go with this equipment here, actually. It's 2 mana cheap equipment. Rydia came around. Ooh, so we got item shopkeep here or magic dampener to give one of our creatures hexproof.
That. I go magic dampener personally. What does the Prima Vista do?
It has flying. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, if at least 4 mana was spent to cast it, Prima Vista becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. So it's a flyer. I'm looking at it. I was just looking at the Monk's Fist to see what it offered.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the... Huh?
No, I was just asking because I was like, I don't think I've seen that card.
Okay, this ETBs makes a 1/1. I mean a 0/1. Another job select card. Inside, and see, that's what I'm saying. This card got rated so highly. A 3.0 from Channel Fireball, a 42 from Untapped DG, overall 40 card. We went with the 2 mana Laguna that was rated like a 32, 34, something like that. And this ends up coming around for free. That's why you don't always just go with what the system tells you. Counterspell, Shantoto Tactician Magician came on a round. There's also the Sabo Tender.
Well, she didn't come around, but she was in the next pack, which is nice. But also the counter is nice. I don't hate Sabo Tender either.
I don't hate Sabo Tender either. It's been getting a 1.5 from Channel Fireball and a 10 from untapped GG, and I just don't know how. Those in multiples just be nasty, bro. They just every time you play a land, you're just being mean. Um,
I guess
right
they're
now,
better at rig.
right now we don't even have a bunch of 4 mana spells. To be quite honest, we don't even have a lot of flashback.
Well, the 4 mana spell is only to draw a card. She gets a plus for the spell regardless.
Yeah, but she's not evasive, so she wasn't able to just attack for free. That was the time where I had her at 10 power, and I just got chump blocked. Not saying it's a bad card. I'm just saying like it's not free. I think a lot of the value for me yesterday actually came from the card draw from it to get me into something that was gonna actually do the damage.
Now you got more artifacts. That 2/2 guy down there is way more viable.
Yep. Okay. Thieves Knife. Quick creature gets 1/1 whenever it does combat damage to a player. Draw a card. That is what we. Oh, there's another Wyvern.
I like the Thieves Knife. I'm not gonna lie.
It's not evasive, bro. That's been a big issue I've been seeing, and a lot of people can't deal.
You can put it on an evasive thing after it's done its job being the 1/1 with the 2/2.
But that's another setup play. You got to set up for that. Whereas the Wyvern just comes out as you gotta be able to block it immediately or remove it. This one, yeah, you got to do the same thing, but it's so much easier to block that 1/1 on the ground. Like you could have another. Well, you need at least 2 power to block it. I want this card bad, but I really do believe the Wyvern is just a safer choice. We're gonna see. I could be Wyvern crazy right now. I think Sleep Magic's an easy grab. I wish we had more Thunder Magics and suplexes. Okay, do we get this for free?
I hear feet pattering. That means my little one's awake.
Hey, for sure. You got to get going.
Hey, big girl. Nah, just give me a second. I'm gonna mute myself. I'll be right back.
All right, for sure. I'm gonna go with the Thieves Knife here. I want that land, but I think the Thieves Knife's just gonna offer way more value. Hopefully, we'll get another opportunity at a fixer. Got a Call of the Mountain Chocobo. I think I'm gonna go with the Retrieve the Esper here. Start filling our 4-drop slot. Yeah, we don't need all the Nautilus, but
Double Sabo Tender. Double Sabo Tender.
Double Sabotender is an option, but this guy, once it gets going, is just like it stacks. So Sabotender is on the board, and every turn you play a land, and it's progressive. This one, the first time you play that 4-mana spell, this becomes a 2/3 unblockable. You follow up with another one, it's now a 3/3 unblockable. Similar to what I said before, it requires setup, but it doesn't. To me, it doesn't require that much. Scorpion Sentinel has also been another just freaking good card, but that unblockability on that, especially late game, could be so devastating because it's multiplied damage versus the one per turn. I don't know.
I like Saboteur, especially if we're gonna run them.
You're low. I can't hear you right now.
Sorry. If we're gonna run Saboteur, we definitely need to run more than one. And I do like the fact that he has reach, so he's an effective blocker for whatever flyers they may also have.
Right. Okay. I'll follow that line. Because even when I was explaining Saha again, I was like, he's another card that requires setup, and I'm trying to avoid that at the moment. So yeah. Is this brainstorm? Okay.
The item shop keep, I do think it could be effective for all of these hero guys who are gonna be attacking.
True. Your mic's really, really low, bro.
I'm really far away from the mic right now. I'm dealing with Ivy, but I'm also just trying to give my feedback every now and then.
Okay. So you think item shop keep over the brainstorm?
I don't know if it's over the brainstorm, but like as it seems right now, we have a lot of other options for drawing cards. And while brainstorm is really efficient, it's not something that we need. I think the
Okay.
items.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm gonna grab the flower here. I'm gonna grab. Grab Missy.
I like it. I like that card.
Yeah, it makes that wizard that pings. So honestly, we're looking really good as far as options for spells. Removal's gonna be kind of high picks for me.
For me right here, the options are between the shopkeep.
Shopkeep and what? I can't hear you again. I'm looking at this lunatic Pandora. You can surveil for 2, pay 2, surveil 1. Oh, let's see if I can. There we go. You can,
think.
yeah, pay 2,
Yeah. Okay.
surveil
Hold
1,
on.
and then
My mic
sack
went
it.
off.
Huh?
Gotcha. I think for me the choices were between the shopkeep and magic dampener, but I don't hate the 1-drop artifact choice either.
Yeah, and that offers a little bit of value there. We already have a magic dampener and shopkeep. I do want to prioritize. Oh, what we got here? 5 mana, 3/3. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a 1/1 colorless hero creature token. If 4 or more mana was spent to cast that spell, draw 2 cards. If 8 or more mana was spent to cast that spell, sacrifice Tella and deal that much damage to each opponent. That's sick. Is Thunder Magic 8 or more? Yep. But there's why do they do that? They know what they're doing. Suplex.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna pick. I don't think anyone's gonna pick Teller. I think Teller comes back around, and I could be wrong about that. But I think even in the quick play, you shut off red blue enough that Teller comes back around. It's not a card that someone can make work.
There's also sleep magic too. 1 mana deal with whatever. But what I've seen, I think there's a lot of sacrifice stuff, and people just use it for a resource steal. But suplex doesn't deal with anything. Sleep magic deals with anything. At 1 mana.
Yeah, I mean, I don't dislike sleep magic at all.
Just deals with anything. 1 mana. What we got here? A ramp? Oh, only to cast non-creature spells. Whenever you cast a non-creature, if at least 4 mana was spent to cast it, put a 1/1 counter on Emperor Palamecia, then transform it. It's a 3/3. When it, the Lord Master of Hell attacks, it deals X damage to each opponent, where X is the number of non-creature non-lands in your graveyard. It's a 3/3. Oh, okay.
It's not crazy. That's not. You know. That's not wild.
Like, is there anything we want to copy? Not
I
really.
don't hate that card.
I don't hate this either. It's 2 mana. It's the signpost uncommon for red blue, really. Kind of got lucky to get it. It's Captain Lannery Storm, which
Right.
makes treasures. But I think I'm gonna have to go with the
Yeah.
Emperor.
I saw Captain Lantern Storm. I was like, Captain Lantern Storm, not bad. Yeah, I feel. Hold on a second.
Do I even? Huh. I'm really torn here between Sabotender and the Wyvern. I think I'm just gonna go for the cheaper play. I do want that evasiveness. Makes 2 bodies. So you got ping per turn for land, and its stats, because with multiple Sabotenders on the board, we really could clear out board states. Whereas Wyvern's just a good 3 mana evasive spell. I'm gonna go Sabotender. It still pings, just needs lands. And some stacks on that is gonna be nasty. Nasty. Sahagin! Yeah, we got plenty of plays at this point. Red blue mana is just perfect. I don't even know if we run all these no lifts. What's crazy is I honestly kind of like these flyers a bit more to just 4 mana 3/3 flyers. Like this just doesn't seem bad to me. Okay. Of course we're going, is it? So the system doesn't like the Rook turrets. I think they're looking pretty good. They're just 4 mana 3/3 flyers. I'm liking my flying suite altogether. I might even bring in the Prima Vista. I like all my creatures that make multiple creatures. I like my Thieves' Knife. Shopkeep, I'm not the biggest fan of. I'm a huge fan of the Sabotenders, and it's telling me to just get rid of all of them. And Lunatic Pandora. What? It's trying to sabotage me? Sheesh. I don't think we're gonna have. So it wants me to run more synergy. That's why it doesn't want me to run the flyer. It wants me to have more 4 mana plays that are non-creature that produce something. So that plays like Prompto Argentinum can do the thing. So I can see why it prefers me to run these, and I'm open to doing so. I do with my Sabotender. No, bump that. Bump that. I'm like, man, flyers are good. Flyers are just good creatures. If I need to change, I will. I'm not probably not gonna pull that off. Probably not gonna pull this off unless I jam the Espers. Like, it's not even gonna ramp me into many plays, because it can't ramp me into creatures, which I'm kind of focused on at the moment. Okay, equips for 3. Whenever you cast a non-creature, this gets 2/0 until end of turn and is a wizard. I think that's pretty cool. And a Noliths. What's our mana curve here? It's 2.5. I could probably cut 2 lands. Cut 2 lands, add Call of the Mountain Chocobo. And side quest card collection. Dreams of Laguna. It flashes back for 4. That's at least one. Well, I took out the 4 mana relevant cards anyways. So this is what we're looking at, kind of like an evasive deck. The Sahagin is not going to be that good either. Collar Mountain Chocobo, Thunder Magic at 4. Sahagin's actually going to be kind of weak in this deck, outside of being the 1/3. I'm trying to be a little cheeky, get out evasive threats, gum up the ground, and play a good number of non-creature spells and whatnot to take the win. What do you guys think? Is that viable, or should I play into the actual strategy? Because we have is it 4 mana or more spell strat available to us, but I also think the just playing these job select guys, re-equipping and beating face and having a bit of removal is going to be great as well. So let's try it. We have a lot of damage that can hit the enemy without having to actually attack, which I think is good too. Like back-to-back Sabble Tenders are gonna be great off that. I'm sorry, I don't know why the system is underrating these guys. I could be wrong on their value, but so far I'm like, if they hadn't have played a creature there, that would have been really some damage. I will say they got a good little attack, like sword and shield going on here. Okay, but they're not playing around. So I don't want to miss my land drops, but I also want to get in the air, because I could totally whiff. So we take that chance here, and we'll try again next turn to get a land. Because now I can start doing 2 damage per turn just like them. Granted, they can swing at me for 4. I'll take 4. Okay, I can essentially only make one play. I could Dreams of Laguna to try to find a blue mana, but I do have my 4th land. Y'all think they're gonna let me swing in here? Why wouldn't they? I gotta keep that in mind. I really need to get that off the board, actually. I'm at 16. I'm gonna swing in with my Drake. Yeah, I'll sacrifice a Sappo Tender here to get Araman off the board. The opponent may not realize that Sappo Tender had reach. That often happens to me when I don't realize a card has reach. It's so frustrating. So they get their guy back, right? I did my best there to alleviate that. Put out another one was Wyvern. That's so frustrating. So they're trying to do more damage. I don't want to trade my Wyvern. Don't want to take 4 damage. Puts me in a very compromised position. I need this guy gone. Like, it's not a question. They're 15. So I'm on defensive. I swing, because I'm gonna lose here if I don't play this right. They got me in their clutches. 6 damage here. I can block 1. So I'll send 4 in. They'll be at 11. Then I'll have 9 damage here. It's not quite enough to win. But I don't know if it matters or not. Yeah, I'm like 1 point shy. If they have that limit break card, I lose anyways. That could target another one. I would need a couple things to go right. I never drew my blue land. That was another problem. Never drew my blue mana. I think I have to go for it. There it is. Let's draw that. Yeah, that's not it. I'm still 1 point shy because I lost my Sabatender earlier. Yep. Did we get a single piece? We didn't get a single piece of removal this game. We had to play through 15 cards without any way to interact. We had to play through 15 cards without any way to interact with the opponent. Man, oh man, they came out swinging. I can't even deny that. Yeah, I mean, I can't even really gauge what was happening because I we didn't draw any kind of interaction. No sleep magic, thunder magic, Pandora, suplex. Is it just the lack of removal in the deck that's gonna crush us? Hmm. Maybe I didn't run this out fast enough, maybe? Because we were only about what a point. Well, no, we weren't even a point away because they had the interaction to disengage us. So even though we were going in for our final swing, they already knew this was already wrapped up. Personally, thought that was gonna go a lot better, but it went the way it went. Maybe turn 3 instead of just jamming out my Q1, I should have went on and dug for my mana. It was very necessary. It was critical that game. Deals to that, probably Sable Tender. Oh, that's about it. Oh. Excuse me. Sweet. Oh yeah, we can play Sample Tender or land into Dreams of Laguna. Okay. Now, if this don't work, I'm probably gonna try the recommended here. 'Cause I have been kind of getting diffed here by a few cards. I'm somewhat okay with that. We got a flyer out there. Let's see if they got a way to deal with it. Right. Down to 3 pieces. But we got Lunatic Pandora that's gonna help us out. We're really hoping they don't have the 1 mana. They just showcased they had a copy. Now we're trying to 3-piece them. Okay. Did we do it? Okay. Whew. All right. Man, they had me sweating over here. Had me sweating heavy. I want to. So let me see what it will look like if I built it the way it's saying. I can at least give it a try. 'Cause my goodness, I am sweating, sweating, sweating. Okay, let's give it a try. I know I won that one, but I want to at least give the card select whatnot a chance. Because my goodness, what was that? All right, I'm gonna start the next match. I'm gonna take a quick call, but I will be here and I'll be paying attention. Stay tuned. Man, what a hand we got dealt. Had to mulligan down to 5. To 5. Let's see the sleeve. Ooh, wee. Them sleeves is fire. I was like, are we running combat trips to take out the city and Elder? Like, really? I don't want to tap out all my mana. I want to have my mana dampener available. No blocks. Huh. I'm probably gonna lose my Dragoon's Wyvern. Really would have loved to have drawn a blue mana there. I didn't want to miss a land drop though. Man, our colors have been yeah, I know you felt that. Okay. Our removal is just poor. I told you, we just lose our guy. That's so unfortunate. Oh, because I didn't, I should have just played out the Call the Mount Chocobo, waited a turn, and played my fly. I mean, he essentially cleared my whole board there. I mean, I cleared his, but still, that was painful. I can't keep anything alive. taking this opportunity to swing for 5. At least we're getting some good damage in. The Final Days is looking to be such a good card. I think I overlooked it in my initial assessment. I considered it to be potentially a good card, but it's being like a nasty good card. Thieves' Knife. Start reestablishing the board. We have to deal with our guy. I can't run the risk of them having something. They are set up. They can sack this, gain a life. I'm not out of the water yet. To be fair, I might have to trade some things. Oh. Like, are they gonna sack the other guy? Oh, that was an option. Didn't think about that. Okay. Didn't think about that. That caused me to lose the game. All by head salvagers have been just a key piece in limited. Okay. Now he has two targets he has to deal with in this turn. The Prima Vista and the Wyvern. The Dragoon's Wyvern. Whew. You gotta give props to Yagma. He played that expertly. We gotta sacrifice a creature. A non-token creature of their choice. So he might have a way to deal with it. I lose my Wyvern here. All right. Boy. Yeah, we had a fun time. Sheesh. I mean, I was on the edge. Don't get me wrong. Whew. I pressed the wrong button. But that aristocrat card, that is excellent. Like aristocrats might be the wave this season because it's playing out so well. It's so scary and it makes you need to take out like engine pieces versus just bombs. It's like, oh well, this isn't necessarily a bomb, but in this deck, it's a mythic common, especially when it stacks. Prompto Argentum getting in there for 2. Look at the selfie shot. Love it. Love it. Man, chill. Oh, don't kill them all. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Okay, we are going to try to trade with that. If they're removal that deck, I mean, what can we do? We just crossed into plat, you know, where the sweats start to sweat. That's so interesting. rather not have you doing that in my face. Isn't it whenever it attacks, he creates a token? I'm willing to trade. Oh, they didn't want to trade there. Okay. We could use some more resources. I'm sure the opponent's feeling the same way. I know the opponent is hurting.